Hey guys, as we noticed last week, I said that we would want to find out how Kabuto met Orochimaru. Well, at the very beginning of this week's chapter, we find out that Kabuto met Orochimaru through the war, one of the wars, because he ends up healing Orochimaru and ends up taking a liking kind of to Orochimaru then, but Orochimaru sat there and told him that he should become a shinobi, and Kabuto says that he'd rather stay and help his mother than go off and fight. Well, I can say about a few months later, Danzo ends up appearing at the orphanage and everything, saying, we can't fund you money unless mother does this job. Well, she ends up refusing at first, saying, I have to take care of the kids here and everything. Well, Danzo says, fine, then you're not going to be getting any money and all this stuff from the Anbu route. Well, as they're talking more and more, Danzo mentions, it's either you do this and you end up getting the money to help fund the orphanage, or you end up just going broke. Well, she ends up taking the job and everything, and one of Danzo's men sit there and say to mother, this time we're giving you money, this time we will be taking a child. And Danzo sat there and told him, you can sit there and ask any kid here if they want to be a shinobi, and I'm sure that there will be one person that wants to be a shinobi, and of course it is Kabuto, which didn't surprise me at all, because of course also Danzo had Orochimaru with him, so things kind of added up. Kabuto, everybody was disappointed that Kabuto was going with Danzo, but Danzo sat there and told him that he was going with him to work on his ninjutsu skills, or his medical ninjutsu skills. 5 years later, we see that Kabuto is pretty much another spy, but this time working for Danzo, but he's been in pretty much every village. Well, the last village we see him in is the village of the rocks, which he ends up meeting Mother, even though he didn't know right then and there it was Mother, because Mother ends up attacking him first. So he ends up killing her, ends up injuring her really badly, and she sits there. As soon as Kabuto recognizes her, he ends up trying to heal her and save her and everything. Well, she doesn't recognize him. Now, my theory is that it could either be the time limit of them not seeing each other, that's why she couldn't remember him, or it could be she was under a genjutsu. Who knows? It's never explained. So that's kind of funny. Well, after everything is done and over, and after Kabuto gets away from the other rock ninjas that were coming after him, he sits there and ends up asking himself, who is he, why am I here, and everything else. What kind of purpose does he have? Well, lo and behold, Orochimaru shows up, and that's where the chapter ends, which is kind of messed up in my opinion. But as we all know, Kishi has his own plan for everything. Knowing next week's chapter, we'll sit there and have another Kabuto pass and everything, which, frankly, I want the Kabuto pass to be done and over with, because I want to get back to the battle with him and the Uchiha brothers. I want to see what happens with the 5 Kage and Madara, and of course, no one versus Guy, Kakashi, Naruto, and B. Yeah. As I said last week, as I said online, I'll sit there and post how to read the manga, which I'm using volume 43, which is the Itachi Sasuke battle in Shippuden. What you're going to do is you're reading from right to left. So you're going to go word bubble, scene, word bubble. Then up here, then whenever you have this, you do this one right here, your top, your bottom, then like that. So it's not as hard as you guys think it is. I'll hopefully do a better review next week. Right now I'm trying to get through the day. Anyway, thanks guys. Catch you later.